Coach Ben Durham. We're here to do the Coach's Corner this week. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing well. And yourself?
Doing great, Coach. Coach, we had a hard-fought game last Friday night, and I know the folks watching this want to know your thoughts on the game. And before we get into that, though, I just want to say you played a great game. You didn't quit, the kids didn't quit, and the game could have gone either way. And it just came down to 2 or 3 key plays, and we talked about that a little bit. And you know, I feel like as good as you can feel after a loss, I feel, in terms of going forward in the playoffs, that we can play with them.
Well, first of all, you know, I'm so proud of our kids. They're so resilient. They show every week that they're just going to keep playing no matter what hurt or score. It doesn't matter, and it's just a great group to coach. I don't know if I've ever had a harder loss in my career.
Right.
A district championship, on the line, and it wasn't that the team was better than us at all. It just a couple bad breaks and plays that probably would never happen again.
Right.
If you tried, wouldn't happen again. And just very disappointed with the loss and the way that it happened. And to feel that it was out of your control.
Right.
That's when as a coach you like to be in control.
Yeah.
And when it's not in your control, it's just not a good feeling.
Right. But once again, and just we'll outline a few of those plays for folks who didn't get to see the game. We drove down, had a big score. We've been trying to kick the ball out of bounds to keep from scoring touchdowns. Didn't quite kick one out. They run one back. That's one. We intercepted the ball, ran it right down close to the goal line. Fisher really wasn't in a position to make the call. We really don't know, what the outcome of it was, but we didn't get that call. They go 99 yards and score. Had a fumble. It was a real close call. Once again, an official made the call. Wasn't in position. We talked about this. Who knows whether it was right or wrong call, but it didn't go our way, and that was kind of all game. But then again, we had a chance, even at the end of the game, to show you how resilient our kids were. 4th down, we have a kid tackled, to change possessions. He breaks loose. We don't wrap him up, and they get a 1st down. That's game. So even down to the very last, you got to give it to Tensas too. They did make some plays when they counted. And,
absolutely.
That 4th down run, at the end of the game, that was definitely the nail in the coffin for us. But our defense tightened up at times, and then at times it didn't. So.
Well, I tell you what, you definitely have to take your hats off to Tensas Academy.
You bet.
They came and played hard. The sad thing about that is for them is they have no seniors. There's not one senior on that football team, so they're going to be forced to be reckoned with for quite a while,
right.
Unfortunately. But our kids, I try to tell them, we didn't lose the game, we just didn't win it.
Yeah.
And I told the Vicksburg Post today, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, but I think we can build on this. Mm-hmm. Like you said earlier, we've lost two tough games to the number 2 team and the number 3 team, mm-hmm. And I just don't believe what you said. If we had to play them 2 out of 3 times, that we would, we would win 2. I think so. I really do, and I would love that opportunity.
And that's that's all you can ask for. I mean, your kids are competing, and we've gotten to see some great ball games even in the losses. We definitely want to come out on the positive side of that, but at least our kids don't quit, and down to the bitter end, you can see that they feel like they can win. 3 minutes remaining. I mean, you see a lot of teams bag it. We hadn't bagged it in any of these tight games. I want to point out something else about Tensas. Their quarterback, I think, has one of the best arms I've seen all year.
Yeah, he's outstanding.
And I want to also point out number 8. You mentioned him a lot.
He's an unbelievable tight end.
But we played a great game against him.
We did.
I felt like he got his plays off, but man, we played. Neil Brown surprised me. He defended him well. Fuad defended him well. A great team effort. I thought we did a good job limiting his production. He
Absolutely.
got some plays, but we limited him. But that quarterback's got an outstanding arm. Number 17, you brought it up. Big, strong fullback. We put him out of the game.
Yeah, we were physical.
He was no. He really wasn't much of a factor other than a couple of plays early in the 1st half. And the 2nd half, when I think Coach wanted to lean on him a little bit, he was standing on the sidelines, gimped up. We did some good things out there. But there again, our being gimped up hurt us. I felt like.
Absolutely.
Fuad was noticeably didn't have the explosion when the holes were tightened up. They defended us a lot better on the wide plays in the 2nd half.
Absolutely.
He was running that sweep to the right side of that counter, in the 1st half, and I mean, you could have drove a truck through those holes.
Sure.
2nd half, it just wasn't there.
Well,
and that's where that little half step with the ankle, was noticeable.
absolutely, and Tensas just got an amazing coach, and Joe Coates that won a state championship at 4A Neville, and he definitely made some good halftime adjustments.
You bet. And then also Matt Dennis, being out, he wasn't as effective taking pressure off Fuad with the counter the other night. But there again, I want to give him a lot of credit. He was
extremely banged up.
Extremely banged up, and he kept getting up, and he fought, and he clawed, and made some plays for us, and he was a real enforcer on the defensive side of the ball, and I commend him for that. I hope he gets healthy. But other than that, let's talk a little about this week. Let's focus on the positive now. It's homecoming week. It's a big deal to your seniors. We've got all these dress-up days, costume days this week. So kids are having a lot of fun. What's this week been like? And where are our spirits at? Are we down? Are we over it? Or are we excited about homecoming? Where are we at mentally as a team?
Well, I think we're excited. This is also going to be senior night. Just the way it kind of worked out was the last game of the season. We didn't feel like Tensas was a good homecoming opponent, so we wanted to go to Park Place with this. But our kids are pretty motivated. They're still a little banged up, but we're trying to take it easy on them a little bit. But I feel like it's a pretty good environment. Briarfield homecoming is something special.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, I don't know if it could be a more special time at a place. It's almost like Christmas.
Right.
You're just excited for all the stuff that's happening, and I think our kids are ready to go. You don't lose homecoming at Briarfield.